Hello you guys and welcome to today's video. I am so excited to have you here. I'm so excited to say I'm back once again. So I did end up getting the flu. If you guys stay updated on the community tab here on YouTube, I swear I've had the worst luck when it comes to being sick the past 4 months. So I took 2 weeks off YouTube. I had over like a week off of work. So I definitely had a lot of time to rest and just feel better and get better. So I am finally doing better. So with that being said, I'm back to filming, which makes me really excited because for the past 4 to 5 months, I have really missed my routine. I've missed filming, but unfortunately, after getting COVID, I got a sinus infection, an upper respiratory infection, then the flu. So I have been out a lot, not only from my actual job and then also from social media. But today I've got my coffee. Normally, you guys only see me with my iced coffee, but today I've got one of, if not my favorite holiday drink, because it really reminds me of home. Like it reminds me of my grandparents' house, my mom's house on the Christmas morning and stuff like that. So I ordered the grande chestnut praline with blonde espresso, so I will be drinking this today. Today is an extremely important video. I asked you guys over on my community tab because I've been out for so long. I have asked you guys, what have you wanted me to maybe react to or talk about? And my most requested thing that people have asked me about is about the new Beachbody rebrand. And I understand a lot of people will ask me this because I was in Beachbody, and whenever they have a new and big update that they have made, I normally cover it. So in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the video of the initial announcement that the CEO actually made about the new rebrand and name change, along with a statement that the CEO made on the Beachbody website itself for customers or people who use Beachbody. I will also be giving you my personal opinions and or theories about this so-called rebrand. And then this Friday, I will actually be reacting to a 30-minute video clip, which is why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to give you guys the basis of what this rebrand is so that we could go into talking more about the different things that Beachbody has stated they will be changing this upcoming year. So this Friday, I have a video that we will be reacting to of Carl Daikeler, which is the CEO of Beachbody, where he was at the leadership retreat and he goes in depth on the new things that are coming to Beachbody. He talks about their new rebrand and he goes very in depth on it. And I wanted to make 2 separate videos, one talking about the rebrand and then another where we can really dive into it and hear from the CEO's mouth himself what is going to be changing. So let's get into it. That is a very long intro. So first, I wanted to review the video where Carl Daikeler announced the name change and rebrand. So Carl decided to announce this rebrand at the leadership retreat. If you guys aren't familiar with the retreats that Beachbody has, the leadership retreat is a retreat where only Beachbody reps who are 5-star diamond and above are allowed to attend. Less than 1.3% of people get invited to this event. So here at this event is where he talked about the rebrand. He talked about the things that are coming, and it was the first so-called announcement I had seen made. Let's listen to this 3-minute video and then we will talk about it.
We created this company with a mission statement. We gave it this name. We didn't set out to promote an idea. We just made up the word. And people in the media have now used these 2 words to refer to a specific type of look, a beach body. And honestly, as proud as I am of this company, that word is reinforcing an idea. It's not representing the mission. So there are articles where Beachbody and Bikini Body are used synonymously, and it's undermining us. So to leave a category that frees people from judgment and competition, to open up our business to tens of millions more people who've been sitting on the sidelines because they didn't want to be in a constant battle with their sweet tooth, or they didn't feel welcome by an industry built on imperfection. We need to make this change. So this spring, we will begin to officially, gradually change our platform name from Beachbody to BODi. I'm proud of what we've created over the last 23 years, but we want to evolve. And we want to demonstrate our commitment to a category that can help more people achieve a high health esteem. With this gradual shift from the name Beachbody toward the platform name BODi, it will be the first platform of its kind. A turnkey framework for consistent engagement in fitness you love, simple eating plans, all integrated with content that helps create a positive mindset. Encouraging self-acceptance while also encouraging goals and dreams and achievements that can be achieved with consistent action. BODi. This is where it always feels good to be you. And to make that all work, as always, it's still going to come down to content, great trainers, and great experiences.
So there y'all have it. As you see, Beachbody is rebranding. They are changing their name from Beachbody to BODi, so it will be BODi. Now, I have a lot of mixed opinions on this, but the main thing that Carl Daikeler said is he stated, "Our mission statement does not align with the ideals of the name Beachbody. We'll be changing our name to BODi. We want to evolve, and we want to demonstrate our commitment to helping more people achieve to a high self-esteem, encouraging self-acceptance while also encouraging goals and dreams." And then they will have a new mantra, I would say, or a new phrase, which will be BODi. This is where it always feels good to be you. So I totally understand that changing the name can be a positive thing, because the name Beachbody is unrealistic, doesn't really make sense, because Beachbody, there is no one body that can go to the beach or should be accepted at the beach, and nobody should have to feel as if they need to be one certain size to feel accepted. So I feel like on one end, it's a positive thing that they would want to change their name to something that is more acceptable. But my main issue is the fact that if the main thing changing is Beachbody's name, but they're not changing the core of what the company is, what the company does, what the company says behind closed doors, what the company does with their programs, what they do with their meal plans. In the grand scheme of things, the name Beachbody to BODi, it doesn't matter, because it does not change the end result. If you're just changing the name of the company, it's like, okay, cool, you changed the name, but what are you actually doing to change the company itself? So if this company, Beachbody, still has the same programs and meal plans that promote restriction and diet culture, then the name change in the grand scheme of things serves nothing at all. If the company still has random people, aka Beachbody reps, that can sign up without proper certification or education, where they can teach people about health and fitness while not actually understanding it, no real change is being made. If this company is still a multi-level marketing company which preys mainly on the female demographic while also promoting the recruitment of vulnerable groups of people, when in the end the average person only makes, based on Beachbody's income disclosure statement, $3,169 per year, not including expenses, then the name change in the grand scheme of things doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, they're still hurting people, whether it's with their programs, whether it's with their meal plans, whether it's with having people sign up to be distributors. While again, on one end, I think that the name change is a good thing, because I think the name change, or the name in general that they have right now, is dumb. But on the flip side of things, if nothing else is going to change, then the name change in general does not matter. So now I want to go into what the CEO stated in the letter about the rebrand. So on November 3rd of 2022, Carl Daikeler released a statement on the Beachbody blog and website where he explains the rebrand to the customers. So I wanted to read it and kind of go over some of the things that he states in this letter and the issues that I personally found with it. And then I will go over my general thoughts of this name change. So I keep saying rebrand, but a name change, a company name change, is a rebrand. They are rebranding their whole company, changing their whole entire name. So that is why I keep saying rebrand, but I'm really just talking about the name change in general. So here on the website, it says, or it starts with saying, "Could we start again, please? There's no such thing as a Beachbody. You've been told it's an ideal. It's not. We can do better, and we prove it, starting with our name, BODi." So it goes, an open letter from Carl Daikeler, the CEO of Beachbody. "Since we've launched the category of in-home boot camp with Power 90 in 2000 under the flagship name Beachbody, things have changed. It's now become clear that something is missing. Our industry has done a lot of good things, and we're proud of everyone who took the initiative to get more active and be conscious of their food choices in the pursuit of of completing any of our programs. We're proud of every transformation story and before and after, but we have to come to realize that for many people who achieved those success stories, including me, those short-term successes were often overshadowed by going right back to the same old habits. Now, there's nothing wrong with the same old habits if that's the way you want to live and feel, unless you constantly beat yourself up for those habits and live in a state of permanent dissatisfaction with yourself until you're proving the next transformation. And there's the problem. The flaw is not the program or the approach. It's just missing the step of detaching our self-esteem from the outcome. But this is a playbook the industry has run since the 70s, relying on our own perception of our imperfections for our motivation. That message, amplified through social media, has become, if you look good, you will be happy. Deep down, we all know that message is not true. You're not happy because you look good, you're happy when you feel good. And we don't like being manipulated by the premise that all that matters is how we look. Wow, that's a rich statement coming from this company and the CEO. Let's continue. So many of us avoid fitness and nutrition altogether to avoid the mindset of permanent dissatisfaction. That's one of the reasons why, despite the growth of the industry, over 100 million people in the US alone are overweight or obese and vulnerable to lifestyle diseases like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, strokes, depression, and anxiety. As an industry and a company focused on helping people lead healthy and fulfilling lives, if we perpetuate that mindset, we will fail. We have seen that our happiest subscribers and coaches are the people who embrace who they are and the lifestyle they want to live before they begin a program. This is the combination of having inner reflexes to maintain positive self-esteem at the same time as engaging in lifestyle transformation directed at what makes people feel the best. Achieving a before and after photo, or goal weight, is a component of success for some people. Everyone wants to feel good, and that kind of success is called health esteem. Embracing who you are, appreciating all of the things that are strong and capable of which you can be proud, creates a sense of instant satisfaction. And that's why over the next several months, we will be making a significant pivot to serve people with a platform designed to do exactly that. Support the whole person and help them achieve that kind of instant satisfaction, positive health esteem. And to do that, one of the changes we need to make is our name. We never intended for the name Beachbody to represent an ideal. Our mission has always been to help people achieve healthy, fulfilling lives, but society now uses that term differently. Truth is, there's no such thing as a beach body, except that everyone has a body and everyone is welcome at the beach. So rather than fight to overcome the perception that Beachbody equates to an ideal, we need to start again. Over the course of the next 12 months, we will transition our name from Beachbody to BODi. With our name change will come the evolution of our platform. We will integrate an entire layer of personal development and mindset content into the experience. Our approach will ensure fitness and nutrition don't become the enemy of who we are as individuals, but are key components driving our appreciation of who we are and who we want to be. Fitness, nutrition, and mindset each play a critical role in what we call a health esteem routine, choices made by an individual according to how they want to feel and live. BODi will celebrate and enable self-esteem, and the experience will be radically different, simple, and rewarding for our subscribers. It has been a productive 23 years under the name Beachbody, and that means it will take some time to complete this transition. The Beachbody name will continue to appear on our website as we begin our transformation journey, but we are embracing the category of health esteem and the BODi approach starting now. Many exciting changes will come as we invite to explore their fitness and nutrition through the lens of health esteem. The simplest first step can be as fun as learning how to eat more dessert and be proud of it without guilt or regret. In fact, we'll show you how dessert can truly and actually enhance your well-being with our gourmet superfood dessert recipes. Again, a very rich statement coming from the CEO, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But part of this shift is also acknowledging the possibility that for some, we played a role in projecting the notion that fitness and nutrition are about chasing an ideal, and for that, I apologize. We've never felt that, but how could you have known based on the Beachbody connotation? I hope we can fix that. The content and approach we've created to get healthy results are proven. With the addition of mindset and being clearer with the intention of our programs, achieving a positive health esteem, our hope is that tens of millions of more people will feel welcome and feel like we do. You are successful the moment you realize you can appreciate exactly who you are today And that satisfaction can coexist with the desire to make changes that will help you feel even better. So, could we start again, please? This is Health Esteem, and we are becoming BODi, where it always feels good to be you. And we are grateful for the opportunity to serve you in a way that is fun, healthy, and incredibly satisfying. Whew, that was a very long letter. So that was the letter from the CEO talking about, in general, changing the name and what the name Beachbody could make people believe about the company. But in my opinion, it's not just the name that has made people believe what they believe about the company. It is the company. It's what's ingrained in the company. It's their programs. It's their meal plans. It's the titles of even their programs in general, along with what these super trainers are saying in their programs, the type of meal plans they have, how restrictive they are. Those are the things that are causing people to believe what they believe about this company. It's not just, oh, nobody wants to try this company because the name is Beachbody. While yes, the name Beachbody has its own issues, it's the company itself and what the company has done to people. I have watched many people, I've listened to many stories where people have talked to me about what Beachbody has done to them. And with their experience, they have gone through a lot with not only their self-esteem, but with body image issues. A lot of them have used Beachbody's meal plans where they have unfortunately dealt with a lot of eating disorder issues after they have done Beachbody programs. So I don't think it's just the name, and it kind of seems like Beachbody thinks that if they just change their name, everything is all dandy and that they are going to get millions of more people to join them just based off their name change alone. I don't think that's true, but let's go into just about 4 things that the CEO said in their statement that I kind of had an issue with. So he stated, those short-term successes were often overshadowed by going right back to the same old habits. So my opinion on this is a lot of people go back to their normal routines post a Beachbody program because how unsustainable they can be. So if you've ever gone and watched any of my prior videos where I do really in-depth deep dives on these programs that Beachbody has, where I have talked about Portion Fix, their new gut health program, where I have really gone into all of that, you can see how restrictive they are. That's what's causing people to go back to their old routines because they have such strict and unsustainable meal plans and programs that people are going back to that old routine because they're not doing something that is sustainable for them. They also have a lot of programs that have strict workout schedules to follow that don't allow for many rest days or kind of rest days in between where people feel like they need to work out and they need to do that workout and they feel guilty and shamed if they don't. If you actually have done any of Beachbody's programs, especially the ones in my opinion with Autumn Calabrese, a lot of the things that she even says in the programs cause people to feel shame and guilt for not doing that workout that day or needing an additional rest break. And that is what's getting people to stop that program, finish that program, and go back to their old habits because the program's not sustainable and what the trainers are teaching them are not sustainable. Instead, many people feel shame for not completing these workout programs because of how strict they can be. A lot of other people I have seen feel shame for not sticking with the meal plans, but when you really look at them, they are very unsustainable, and that unsustainability does not lead to healthy habits long term. And that is the issue with people going back to their old habits. It's not because of your Beachbody name. That's like not the thing that's getting people to go back to their old habits. It's, in my opinion, the unsustainability of their programs and what their programs are saying and doing to people. He then said that message amplified through social media has become, if you look good, you will be happy. Deep down, we all know that message is not true. You're not happy because you look good. You're happy when you feel good. This is, again, another issue with Beachbody programs. Each program relies heavily on looks and transformations versus just doing a workout to feel good. This is why many people have fallen into that fad diet culture through Beachbody, is because of the programs and what they say and do. And the next thing that he said that I want to go over is where he stated, and that's why over the next several months, we are making a significant pivot to serve people with a platform designed to do exactly that. So I see what they're trying to do here with the things that they are saying. They are trying to lean more into body positivity and stating things that make them look good in 2022. My issue is, what are they truly changing if it's not just the name of the company? You can say all of these things. You can curate perfectly written statements. You can make a name change, but that doesn't mean anything if you aren't making the essential changes within that company that align with body positivity and actually changing and not going into this fad diet cultures. So in my opinion, it just shows me that these things are being said and this name is being changed just to get more people to join their MLM versus trying to actually make a change. So the last thing I wanted to talk about that he says was, and I quote, "The simplest first step can be as fun as learning how you can eat more dessert and be proud of it without guilt or regret. In fact, we'll show you how dessert can actually enhance your well-being with our gourmet superfood dessert recipes." This is what I'm saying about this whole name change rebrand being nothing but words. I do agree with the first statement where it says you should not feel guilty, you shouldn't feel regret because you're eating a dessert. Anyone could or should be able to eat a slice of cake or a brownie or a cookie or a piece of pizza and feel no guilt with that because there's nothing wrong with it. That's life. We should be able to eat those things. And in my opinion, there's no such thing as healthy foods and unhealthy foods. So yes, I agree with that first statement, but then there's the issue. Oh, we're going to show you how to make desserts without a superfood dessert recipe. What they are talking about eating and showing you recipes on is their literal $120 Shakeology shake and how you can make a dessert out of that powder and not feel guilty. And I just go back to the question, why can't someone just have a piece of freaking cake, just normal cake that I make? Why can't they just go buy a brownie or a cookie or go get a slice of pizza? Why do they have to invest in your company, buy a 30-day supply of this Shakeology crap for $120 and then use that powder to make desserts where they shouldn't feel guilty? Well, then what happens when they actually want to go eat a slice of cake? They're supposed to feel guilty then? Because in my opinion, they're not. So he's sitting here trying to say all the right things, but not backing it up and being like, in our new programs, they're going to show you how you can eat food in moderation, how you can have that slice of cake, how you can have that piece of pizza, how you can have a brownie bite every day or a piece of chocolate if you want to, while also feeling good about yourself and not feeling guilt. That's not what he's talking about. He's like, oh, y'all shouldn't feel guilty for eating dessert. So buy my $120 Superfood Shakeology and let's make a gourmet dessert out of it. It's not the same thing. It again leads me back to the question of why can't people just eat a slice of cake or have a bite of a brownie? That's what annoys me about this whole rebrand thing. So now I want to go over my two biggest thoughts and theories on this rebrand and on this name rebrand. So clearly the premise of this whole video where I'm talking about the name change and the fact that just because you change a name doesn't change the company, that's my number one thought on this rebrand. No matter the name change, it doesn't change what this company's products and services stand for. And let me expand on that. If you don't know a lot about Beachbody has meal plans that are called the Ultimate Portion Fix, where that showcases that you need to put your food in small containers while limiting your intake on carbs and desserts. I will also put down below links to actual dietitians who have reviewed this Portion Fix program that have talked about the fact that it is so limiting and so restrictive. So meal plans like this have been reviewed by actual dietitians that have proved how limiting and harmful programs like this could be for specific individuals. They also, on top of that, have programs that represent excess dieting, like their new gut health program that literally teaches you to remove basic food groups that every human should be able to eat unless you're clearly allergic to that food group. For example, a food group they say to eliminate is gluten or wheat, and I am allergic to gluten, so that makes sense. I would limit that from my diet because I'm allergic to it. But the average human, why can't they have gluten? Why can't they have milk products or all of these things that they are having you take out of your diet with this new gut health program? On top of that, they have workout programs that have extreme workout regimens where you're working out for 80 days in a row. You're working out 6 days a week. You're barely getting rest days. So they have even workout programs that have such strict workout regimens. On top of that, they also have the untrained, and this is the MLM aspect of it, not the health and fitness aspect of it. They have untrained and unqualified Beachbody reps giving fitness and health advice without the proper certification to do so. So with all of that being said, anybody can change a name. It does not change the things that are ingrained within that company or within that system. Specifically within this company, the diet culture, the fad dieting, the meal plans that are extremely restrictive and harmful to a lot of people. Talking about the workout programs that are, again, very restrictive. They are putting you on a very strict workout regimen where you're not getting rest breaks. You're not learning how to actually do something that is sustainable for a lifetime. You're just doing something for a short time. So number two, the second biggest thing I want to talk about is the fact that this company is still an MLM. Just because the name changes from Beachbody to BODi doesn't really mean anything. In my opinion, many MLMs that we have watched rebrand their name when they no longer have a good reputation. on social media. It makes me speculate whether this was one of the true reasons for the name change. Is there too much talk of Beachbody on social media platforms, on YouTube, on just the internet in general, on blogs, where they are talking about the harmful effects of Beachbody? So now this company is wanting to change their name so they can get away from that stigma under Beachbody, have this new name so that people that don't know about Beachbody and don't know about their rebrand and name change, that they will join this BODi company because they think it's something completely different. And then when they actually Google and search up the company BODi, they probably won't be able to find as much information and education as they would if they were to have searched up the company name under Beachbody. That's probably a huge reason why Beachbody wanted to change their name. There's so much talk about them on the internet, and it makes me suspect that they are having a lot of issues with not only their Beachbody reps not staying with the company, they're probably not making as much money as they used to make, and a lot of people are being deterred away from it because of the information that's readily available to them. But by changing their name will allow for Beachbody to kind of get a new start. So on top of this company with the name change and them being an MLM and allowing them to probably move away from their bad reputation with the new name change, we know that the root of MLMs are manipulative and exploitative to 99.9% of people who join them. We know that even though this company is changing its name, nothing is really changing in my opinion. The company is the same. The products are the same. The reps are the same. All of that is staying the same. The fact that 100% of Beachbody reps on average make $3,169 before expenses is staying the same. The truth and the facts about this company, all of the things that I have posted about prior to today's video, prior to this name change, is the same. This company is still the same at the end of the day. So to conclude this video, in the end, I feel like Beachbody will try to utilize this name change as a full-on rebrand for their company. They're going to look at it as a way to get away from maybe that bad reputation they possibly could have on social media. They will probably use this name change to make it seem as if the company no longer has fad dieting or harmful practices with their meal plans and their workout programs. But at the end of the day, the issues lie within the company, aka the meal plans, the workout programs, the overpriced shakes that they're using for this new guilt-free gourmet desserts. So I definitely will be curious to see how this company uses this name change, how they're going to use it moving forward, how they're going to rebrand using this name change, which we'll talk more about on Friday. And I will be very curious to see if they will actually use it to change the issues within the system, within their company that is deeply ingrained within their company versus just changing the name and saying, we're all body positive, amazing, and not about diet culture anymore. So let me know your thoughts on the new Beachbody name change announcement. On Friday, we'll be talking more about this rebranding and name change, reacting to the CEO of the company, talk for 30 minutes about the upcoming changes. Again, remember everything in this video, besides the facts of the name change and reading the CEO's letter and stuff like that, it's just my personal opinion and my thoughts on the name change and the issues that I find within the company itself. Being someone who was in the company for 2 years, but also being someone who's done extensive research on this company, has looked into what actual dietitians have said about this company, actual fitness trainers have said about this company. So I'll be curious to see what you guys have to say. I will also link down below all of my sources from dietitians, fitness trainers, and the links to all of this rebrand information that's going on online. All of the links will be down below. So with that being said, don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in Friday's video. Today we will also be, so if you guys aren't familiar with the retreats that Beachbody had, embracing who you are, appreciating a positive health esteem. With our name change,